I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Oh no, this ain't nothing. I thought it was something to do with another endorsement deal or whatever. But again, it worked. Shout out to Hennessy, whoever came up with the concept. Shout out to Braun, because it got everybody attention and everybody's talking about Hennessy. Don't matter if they talking about it in a bad way. Oh, it's a Hennessy ad. They did their job. It was a brilliant idea from a marketing standpoint. You could be mad at all you want. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do all the crime what the babies go do.
Kendrick Perkins and Road Tripping reacts to the LeBron James second decision. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
LeBron posted a video. Be honest. Be honest. I feel like that's a song. Teasing his second decision with the caption, "The decision of all decisions." Tuesday, we found out it was Hennessy. Hey, shout out Hennessy. We could use some of that. I know I could after that.
No. Don't worry about Hennessy. Worry about LVMH. What's up with Cartier? What's up with Lafitte Rothschild? What's up? Give me the big brands. Hennessy, cool. Give me the big boy brands. Hennessy, cool.
It is a sponsor of the NBA. Hello, here we are. What did you guys think? When you saw, what did you guys think? And were you one of the idiots, as JJ referred to? I'll be honest, I became an idiot waiting on that decision. That believed it. That it could have been something more than an ad. I hate all of you.
I wasn't at first. I was an idiot. And then I said, you know what? Let me watch this video before it comes out. And I said, who is this guy sitting in the chair? That matters. Like, I feel like if it's going to be groundbreaking news or something to do with his career, it matters who's sitting across from him. So
I wasn't necessarily an idiot. I just thought, you know what? If a 40-year-old that played 23 years in the league says that, everybody stay tuned, I have an announcement to make. People have been asking LeBron about retirement over the last 2 or 3 years. Things are starting to ramp up. I assume, it's 50-50. I know he has a partnership or some type of involvement with Amazon. They had Amazon Prime Day the 7th and the 8th. People were alluding to that, but I didn't see it being Hennessy, the reason why he made that announcement. But again, it was a good move by LeBron as far as business-wise, but I just think it was corny, playing with his fan base. I'm not a fan of LeBron. I just cover the Lakers and just cover the NBA as a whole. But again, he's going to troll people. So you know what? People are going to start trolling LeBron back too. They're going to have a lot of content to run on LeBron. I'm sure he's seeing it, and he's like, you know what? People don't like me anyways. They talking trash about Bronny because he is trash. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and fool people. And now fans want to sue LeBron because he trolled them into buying tickets thinking that it was going to be his last game. Once LeBron does make that retirement, I think people should chill out. People are going to care, but it shouldn't be like a huge uproar and like in a whole retirement tour. People should just let him retire, get missing, and, everybody moves on. The NBA will move on without LeBron James. He'll never be the GOAT. He'll never be better than Michael Jordan.
I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Oh no, this ain't nothing. I thought it was something to do with another endorsement deal or whatever. But again, it worked. Shout out to Hennessy, whoever came up with the concept. Shout out to Braun, because it got everybody attention and everybody's talking about Hennessy. Don't matter if they talking about it in a bad way. Oh, it's a Hennessy ad. They did their job. It was a brilliant idea from a marketing standpoint. You could be mad at all you want. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do all the crime what the babies go do. That was a hell of a marketing strategy, and it worked. Every person's mother was waiting on this news. Oh, it drops at 12 o'clock Eastern. On what day? Yesterday? Everybody was waiting on it. And here go the news, a fucking Hennessy ad. That was brilliant.
Yeah, it was brilliant again from a business perspective. I'm not hating on the move LeBron James made. I'm just talking about it being corny, him being a fraud, him fooling his fanatics. LeBron got some of the most craziest fans on social media. You got to really look at these comment sections when he drops a post or people talk about LeBron in a non-favorable way to his fan base. They're going to crash out on you. They're going to DM you. They're going to do a lot of stuff. So you don't need to alienate your fan base and make them just go off for no reason. So that's what I'm saying with LeBron. When he does announce that official retirement and he does his retirement tour, Of course, people are going to cover it, but I think people should just, hold up a little bit. Let him do what he does. And so, again, congrats to LeBron James for being a fraud, for fooling his fans, for fooling the public. But you don't want to piss off the media because eventually they're going to start running a lot of content on LeBron that he doesn't want to be ran on him.
I feel like I would lean towards it was more of an ad. It just didn't feel the weight of his retirement. I feel like there would have been more energy surrounding it before the ad. Right? Look, it was a great job. 10 out of 10. Like, they paid him so much money. They're like, hey, we want to do a second decision ad. And they're like, a second decision? Do you know the amount of intensity the first one got? It's like, we'll pay you $10 million. We can do a second decision, a third decision, a fourth decision, whatever decision. You guys want to give me one of those Kawhi deals?
Utilizing the decision? Because that's exactly my point where I got sucked in. I was like, wait a minute.
Whoa.
The decision has to be ultimately probably the biggest part of his career outside of the winning of the titles and stuff like that. One of the biggest points, right? And I was
Yeah, I did notice that the media wasn't really covering it like they normally would cover a LeBron story that they were sure of. So that let me know this is leaning more towards something other than retirement. And then you seen the person that was there many years ago, and then he wore the same clothes. So obviously he was playing off something, but people didn't really know. They didn't know if it was Amazon or some other company, or maybe it was the retirement. Obviously, a lot of people thought he was retiring because the ticket sales, everything was going up. And then LeBron James had to make a U-turn and be like, you know what? I'm just joking. Ha ha. You spent all that money thinking I was going to retire playing my last game this season. He basically made fun of his fan base, his gullible fans, and the media. Again, LeBron James has been going back and forth with the media for about a year or two now. Ever since he got the league to draft his son Bronny James in the Lakers organization, he's at the height of his powers. But once Luka came to the Lakers, you notice how LeBron James isn't getting attention anymore, and he wants the attention. So what better way to get all the attention in the NBA world and in the media to go ahead and make a fake retirement announcement for Hennessy? I'm sure he got a lot of money. He may have ownership stake in Hennessy. When you got someone that's worth over $1 billion that can generate views and just all the stuff you need to promote a product, it's more than just money for LeBron James. I think he owns part of Hennessy.
like, there's no way he's going to use that and waste the opportunity.
Well, I think, I think the thing about the decision this time is that the decision isn't like, oh, this will be my last year, or I'm going to pay 2 more seasons. Like, that's not much of a decision. The decision before was, I'm leaving and I'm going. If he were to do a decision at the end of the season, and the decision would be like, I'm retiring, or next season will be my last season.
Here are my 3 thoughts. One,
Three
thoughts.
3 thoughts. One, he had too much gray in the beard. I knew it was a hoax, right? One, that's one. The beard was not trimmed up, and the outfit wasn't it. That wasn't it. I know that was a reflection of like what he had worn before. That was cute and all, blah, blah, blah. Nah, that wasn't it. 2, Perk made a good point. The dude doing the announcement. 3, I went to Harvard. This is not a flex. I went to the Harvard Business School for 4 days. Veritas. If you know, you know. So anyways, when LeBron James does a deal, he just doesn't do hey, I have 10 million. What's 10 million to somebody that got $1 billion?
A lot.
I mean, a lot, but ain't like that. So for him to be with Hennessy,
Still a lot of money.
they had to do something absolutely ground shaking, right? And to get everyone's attention. And so they said, this is the most polarizing, other than him winning a chip, this is the most polarizing moment of his career. For LeBron to get in a commercial to do that must mean that his deal with Hennessy or LVMH got to be crazy. I cannot wait to do a study on what that deal is to see what he got to do that. And number 3.
That was number 3.
At 4. You know I'm bad at math. I went to Arizona. Number 4. Ron, break your brother off with some free gear now. Come on. With some free stuff.
What?
Some free Hennessy. Come on.
Yeah, it had to have been a groundbreaking type of deal. Yeah, 10 million is a lot of money for, casuals like myself, people out there on the 9 to 5 grind. $10 million to run an ad, that's cool. But for LeBron James, that's, $1 billion up in the game. It had to have been more to that. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's some type of ownership stake, a few percentage points with Hennessy. For them to do that much, for LeBron James to make fun of the decision that made him look a certain way many years ago, for him to bring that back up, and for it not to be a retirement type of thing, that's when, LeBron James had to get a lot of money and just a lot of potential ownership stake in Hennessy. Just my opinion. But either way, congrats to him. He got a lot of clicks and views for Hennessy. People are talking about their product. So if you are turning up and doing your thing drinking wise, I'm sure you bought a couple bottles. But again, it was just corny, in my opinion, by LeBron James. But he did what he had to do for his handlers at Hennessy. They're running the show right now. And LeBron James will do everything, for that dollar bill and to get a lot of attention. With Luka running the Lakers now, with LeBron James not being the main point of contact, he had to do something to keep his name in the media headlines. What better way to do that is to announce a fake retirement. LeBron James is a fraud, and this is Luka's team now. LeBron James will leave the Lakers. He'll never be better than Michael Jordan.